Hey Jacob, what's up, man? How you doing? All right, I got your work up. Great start. Good job. Let's go and take a look. I've got your file open right here so we can get a better look at it. I've also got I also wanted to jump over to the instructions page. I'm in a week 4 assignment 4 part 1 page. And I just want you to just really pay attention to instructions, objectives, and design requirements. Let's go ahead and take a look and we'll make a comparison. So basically the for the instructions or the requirements, the object is dominant, right? And the object is dominant. That's great. Object must be shown with somebody using it or interacting with it. I don't see an image of somebody using or interacting with it. I mean, there's a spoon in there, but all we need is a hand on that spoon so it shows somebody interacting with it, okay? Then we have the result of somebody using the object. That could be maybe another individual sipping a cup of coffee. Must show at least 2 components. So, that could be a component, that could be a component, the clock could be an opponent. So you have to show at least 2 components. You've got to include the headline, design in everyday life, which you have. Excuse me. You have to a paragraph, a body copy, you have that, and you have captions. That's great. Asymmetrical design, you got that, 7 by 15. Yes, imagery must come in contact in twice. There, and there. So that's fantastic. Design must combine images that are in boxes with as part of a background and cropped. So that's cropped. Those are basically in boxes. Do not put everything in a box. Full color, keep your image dominant, and you must use a grid. Okay, so that leaves us. So just make sure that you have all those requirements because there's a couple like that. Somebody using the result of somebody using the object, an object must be shown with somebody using or interacting with it, okay? So as far as the layout itself goes, I think you're looking pretty good. Good justified paragraph. I think that you've got some really good results here. And sometimes justification can get kind of wonky. As you know, we get these rivers in between. So I think that you've done a good job here. And I do have some settings for adjustments on justified type. So if you want to take a look now, right over here in these announcements, I've got a few announcements right here. So welcome to week 4, how to justify paragraphs, how to adjust your regs, and how to complete assignment 4. So those are all quite pertinent for the success of this assignment. But maybe one of the most important areas is some of the examples that I have used, and you'll see those in the welcome to week 4 announcement. At any rate, we got to take a look at what we have and what we can use. So everything in the composition must be there for a reason. And that's kind of what we're getting at with this exercise. From this moment on, as a designer, I want you to concentrate on do not make any wanton decisions. Okay, every decision, every mark on the page should be correlated to the concept. Okay, so for example, my first question would be, of course, this crop right here. Why is it rounded like that? What are we getting in here that has driven the decision to round that crop right there? I'm not seeing it. If it's apparent, I'm not seeing it, okay? Another thing is these little leading lines right here. So don't forget in the lectures, we're looking at clues, things from the image that we can use to assist us in the typographic assembly, right? So right now I'm taking a look at this image and there's a few identifying characteristics, okay? So for your boxes, see, we could use these buttons. They're rounded though, right? So we could round those buttons to kind of mimic these buttons right here. And you could even place them right next to each other to mimic the fact that they're right next to each other. Then these leading dots right here, see these little dashes? They go from dark to light. We could use those right there. Dashes instead of this way we're borrowing elements from the image to assist in the composition, right? And this is going to create a high degree of harmony, specifically when we talk about the relationship between type and image. Okay, so right now you're doing, I mean, the layout is good. It's perfectly fine as it is, but there are a couple of missing requirements. Plus, I really, really want you to be able to look at an image and determine what identifying characteristics we can use in that image to incorporate into the composition to increase interest, visual engagement, and harmony associated with the page. Okay, so it's really important, and I think it's something that you definitely. But this is a nice configuration right here. I think this is a nice typographic composition right here, and it flows quite nicely into the type. So that's really fantastic. But so that's what I would like you to do. I'd like you to work in that direction for the final submission. Now, if you have any questions at all, please let me know. But it's just really a matter of going through those. You know, that let me show you something in the announcement. I'm going to jump over to that week 4 announcement. I'm sorry, I don't want to go there. I want to go to the presentation. Yeah, I'm not going to go there right now, but if you take a look at the presentations, there are 3 presentations for week 4, and they're all phenomenal. And there's one with a video that describes how the designer set up that Volkswagen ad with the car in front of it with the little kind of log cabin behind it. Look at that video. That's really, really good. And then so just really keep working, keep studying, keep working your resources, and it'll come to you, I promise. Between now and then, if you have any questions at all, please let me know. But I'm really looking forward to your final submission due on Sunday. Okay? Any questions, of course, let me know. Thank you, Jacob. Thank you very much.